start recording this. Okay, this is a recording on explaining to everyone what is a treble clef, and it's hosted here at ustream.tv. That's the letter ustream.tv. It's a daily music lesson show every day from 3 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Free music lessons, you ask and I answer in real time. You can also go to waltribeiro.net. The URL is right there. And today's question right now, just to start the show off, is what is a treble clef? By nothing up here, just ask. So let me just explain that. Okay, you have a bunch of different clefs. And so before I explain what a treble clef is, it would be best if I just explained what a clef is in general. So you have three types of clefs, at least main clefs. You have your treble clef. This is your bass clef. Wow, I can actually see this a lot better now. It's a good thing that I got these new markers. The treble clef, the bass clef, and then there's this other thing that's referred to as an alto clef. Now, don't get too crazy about what the alto clef is, but I'll just write it out just for everyone. Bass, alto, and then here's your treble clef. So before I go about explaining what a treble clef is, all that a clef does is that it just explains to everyone. Hold on. All right, I'm getting PM, sorry. So what a treble clef does is that it just explains to everyone is which location on the piano that you got, or on any instrument that you're supposed to play at. So treble clef is really high, okay? Not really high, but it's high in terms of where it's played at on the actual piano. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Let's take this piano right here, and these notes up top here are treble clef. These notes down here are bass clef. The notes in the middle would be your alto clef. Okay? So now that we understand the actual range of where you're supposed to play these clefs at, let's explain what a treble clef is. All right, now I'm going to turn off the light. Okay? And so let's say that we're playing flute, okay? Let's say that we're playing flute or piccolo. We would write that in a treble clef. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's your staff, all right? Here's your treble clef. It just tells you which range that you play at. So if I'm playing lower, then that's when I use the bass clef. And what I explained yesterday was how close these two are. All right, remember me yesterday when I said here would be your middle C. All right, now you guys hear a lot about middle C. All that does is that if I were to go up C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, there's the notes. Okay, now bass clef starts on G. Sorry. There we go. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then the next note on the ledger line would be C. And so now you can see where these two lines cross each other. If I were to continue this, though, guys, you would have your treble clef right here. Okay? And so now you can see the actual range of the instruments of where you play them. I actually didn't do it right. The treble clef actually expands up to here, and this one goes down here. But now it shows you the actual range of where you play them at. All right. So are there any questions about that before I get to exactly explain why you would play your treble clef? So anyone who wants to know, hold on, I'm getting there. I'm getting. Some people want to co-host, but I can't co-host right now. I don't have time to co-host. All right. So now here's your treble clef, here's your alto clef, here's your bass clef, and see how they all walk up one line after the other. So now, what's your treble clef? Well, your treble clef, and this is any clef too, is that a clef doesn't change. What doesn't change is your staff. Okay, a staff line will always have 5 lines on it no matter what. What will change, though, is the clef. Sometimes, like I just said, you might see treble. Sometimes you might see bass. Sometimes you might see alto. So the notes on a treble clef are E, G, B, D, F. Okay? E, G, B, D, F, all the way up. And the spaces, remember, are F, A, C, E. So now I get a lot of questions that say, hey, Walt, if I'm on bass clef, or if I'm playing bass, or if I'm playing trombone or tuba, hold on. So that if I'm playing bass or trombone or tuba, are the notes the same? And the answer is no, the notes are not the same. The notes on a bass clef are actually 3, 4, 5. They're actually G, B, D, F, A, and the spaces are A, C, E, G. Okay? Now, this might seem like a lot, but I'm just throwing it out there so that if you guys have any questions about any of this stuff, let me know, and then I'll branch off from there. But that's exactly what a treble clef is, without getting too distinctive about the notes in the treble clef, or which instruments play your treble clef, or anything more specific. So if there's any questions, let me know, and I would love to explain everything that you guys want to know about treble clef and bass clef. Nothing else there goes. I have a test in a few weeks. Thanks a lot. Yeah, you know, I like the idea of the show, because if you guys have any questions, then you can easily just tune into the show, get your questions answered, and then sign off. Yeah. Will I do homework? Yeah, I will. Okay, so here, let me stop recording. Are there any questions about that specifically, though? For about anything, like why treble clef, why bass clef, or the notes on treble clef, or, oh, by the way, and I get this a lot too, some people call your treble clef a G clef. Okay? Oh, you can't see because of the light. Some people call a treble clef a G clef, and a bass clef is sometimes referred to as an F clef. Okay? Just know that. And an alto clef is sometimes referred to as a C clef. Okay? So you guys pretty much understand this before I stop recording? Okay.